Well, it's that time again to open up some mail. And yeah, unfortunately, we don't have much to open because after the past weekend, with V-EB06 coming out on the Friday, me and my friend Martin actually got most of the stuff we needed for our decks. Martin was in need of Link Joker cards, and of course, I was looking for the Blaster cards for Royal Paladins. So yeah, the weekend went by, and I think we almost got the decks done. We only needed I only needed like two cards, and my friend Martin only needed like three. So yeah, we'll see how long this lasts, but we do have some things to show regardless. So I will show off my friend Martin's mail first. So this is some Link Joker stuff that he wanted. So we have to start with the Grade 2, what's he called? White Outer Vect. So yeah, White Outer Vect. Looks pretty cool. Not too bad. I think his effect's pretty decent as well. Yeah, that's actually not too bad. But yeah, I don't know how long this guy will remain relevant. But for the most part, he's pretty decent from what I can tell. It'll be interesting to see what Link Joker's like with the whole the Brant stuff, reversing your triggers. I've only really seen like gameplay of it online, so it'll be nice to see what it's like to play against in real life. But yeah, so that is the Grade 2. So we'll put him over here. And then we have the bad guy, the main bad guy himself. Well, kind of. Wandering Star Hulk Brant, the Grade 3. So yeah, again, Martin only needed like one more of these. I think he got like 2 or 3 on the weekend. So now has a playset, I believe. So that's pretty cool. Can reverse criticals and heals. Yeah, pretty interesting. So again, I'm interested in the mechanic itself. Whether if I like it or not, we'll see. But I think it's goofy enough to actually be interesting. So we'll see. So yeah, that's pretty cool there. So Brant. And then we have the big Brant, the big boy himself, Wandering Star Hulk Deity Brant Ringer. So yeah, it's the Grade 4 version of Brant. Pretty cool, the VR for Link Joker. 14k base. Oh yeah, one thing I didn't realize when Brant actually got revealed was that I didn't realize this was like an old promo from back in the day. I think it was like Limit Break or something, or what was it? Break Ride era maybe. I'm not too sure. But yeah, this was an old promo back in the day, so which I actually didn't realize for a long time. But yeah, he's now in a standard format, which is cool, and he's got the Grade 3 and the Grade 4 version. So that's pretty nice. So we'll move those to the side over here. Just there will do. That's nice. Okay, so we have my stuff, which I say stuff like it's a lot, but it really isn't. So I got a... Let's see. Okay. So I actually only needed Messianic Lord Blaster. But I only needed 2 of them, because I got 2 on the weekend. And yeah, no jokes, this is literally the only thing I needed. I got every Blaster and also Arc Servers on the weekend. I only got 2 Arc Servers because I'm only playing 2. But I actually wouldn't mind. Actually, no, I got 3 because I pulled an Arc Server out of my booster pack after the tournament that we did. So that was funny. So I only need 1 Arc Server just for a playset, just because I like collecting playsets of me Royal Paladins at least. So yeah, Messianic Lord Blaster. Let's hopefully I have a nice close-up of him. Looks really cool. I will say one thing is that seeing him in real life is definitely a lot more pleasuring, just because it just looks really, really cool. The foiling just makes it stand out a lot more, I feel. And the embossed texture on it just, yeah. It really makes a difference, you know, comparing it to when you see it online, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, I only needed 2 of those. Looking forward to playing the Blaster deck this weekend, so expect to see a deck profile on Blasters sometime next week probably. But we have this mail opening, and then we also have a time leap video, which I'm going to do later in the week. So we'll see when I post that, but it shouldn't be too long after this video, so we'll just see. But yeah, that's literally all the mail. But I did want to go through the different Blaster cards that I got, obviously, just to show them off. I only pulled out one of each because I thought, well, there's no point showing multiples of them. But yeah, I do have 4 of each of these. So we have Blasted Dagger. I'll just put Messianic up here. So there is a Blasted Dagger. Pretty cool. It's nice that they made them all double rare as well. So I think the entire Blaster deck is like foil. And then of course you've got the image rares, which is it's another story completely. How much are those things going for? Like 100 each or something? It's something stupid like that. But man, that is ridiculous. I can tell you now that would probably be something I'll never invest into. Like, I don't mind getting the markers, but no, I am not getting those high rarity blaster cards. So yeah, in fact, my friend Jamie pulled the image rare Blaster Dagger on the weekend, and I said to him, just try sell it to anyone because I'm not getting it. So yeah, ridiculously expensive, man, ridiculously expensive. So yeah, there's a Blaster Dagger. So that's the first grade one. And then next we have Blaster Javelin, which, yes, I stole this from my friend Wingy, who plays Shadow Paladin, because he has a Blaster Javelin as well. So yeah, me and him were sort of having a bit of a war with each other with, like, you know, which one looks better. So does the Royal Paladin one look better, or does the Shadow Paladin one look better? Matter of fact, I also have a Blaster Dagger from his Shadow Paladins as well. So yeah, pretty cool though. It's the fact that we have the Shadow Paladin versions and the Royal Paladin versions. So that's pretty interesting how that works. So yeah, Blaster Javelin. I actually like this guy's art a bit more than Dagger's, and I also like the fact that he's like a 10k booster as well. I think he's just pretty cool. But yeah, that's another double rare. Of course, Naoki and Shingo. Yeah, so Shingo and Naoki. And then we have Misaki with Blaster Rapier, which is pretty nice. I like the fact that it basically just does an OTT thing where you look at the top card of your deck. I like the fact that they've made it so that it's in the battle phase, so you have to attack with it first to get the effect off to look at the top card. So, you know, it's not completely OTT because they can do it in the main phase, but, you know, it's more Royal Paladin-y, if you know what I mean, like doing it when you attack. So that's pretty nice. So, yeah. And it gets 15k when you've got the 6 blasters on the board, so 25 on its own, which is pretty good. So that's not too bad at all. So that's another double rare. And then we have Blaster Arrow, which is Corrin. So I actually really like this one, just for the fact that it searches for Arc Saver. So you really don't have to run that many Arc Savers in your deck, because you've got this card, which can just search it just by discarding a card. You need 3 or more units with Blaster under different card names, which it's easy enough anyway, so that's fine. But yeah, Blaster Arrow. I'd probably say this is my second favorite. In fact, yeah, I'd probably say it's my second favorite. I'm not too sure. I kind of like each of them for the different reasons, but yeah, I kind of like archers. Yeah, I think archers are pretty cool. I like range, like hunters and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, so Arrow is there. Let's put those there. And then we have the big boy, Arc Saber Dragon. Yeah, massive thing with this guy is, of course, we can only bring a face-up unit from the damage zone with his skill, which kind of makes sense because, you know, it has to have the name in it. So you need to actually, you know, have the name showing. You know, a face-down card doesn't really have any details on it. So I understand why they made the change, but it does suck. I'm not going to be honest. I'm going to be honest there and say that I wish it could just be any card in your damage zone, but whatever. But hey, you're going to be at least riding him to get your force marker. And yeah, I think I'm going to be running like 2 copies of this guy, I think. Just so you can have a spare one to actually activate the effect. Because you got to remember, like, being able to search Arc Saver just helps fix your ride consistency, because you're going to be essentially having a grade 3 to ride, because this guy's grade goes down by 1. So that's pretty cool. So there's Arc Saver Dragon, which was actually a triple rare, which actually looks quite nice. And then I thought I'd put on the end Blaster Blade, just because I was actually thinking about what artwork to use. And I was actually talking to my friend Wingy, since he's like the Shadow Paladin guy, and you know, me and him just talk about blasters all the time, essentially. But yeah, I was asking him about what Blaster Blade art should I use, and he agreed with me that I think I should use the trial deck artwork. So that's the like original printing, since these are all the original printings now of the Royal Paladin versions of these units. So it makes sense to play the original Blaster Blade art as well. So that's pretty cool there. But yeah, that is essentially everything I picked up. So I picked up 4 copies of everything. And I got 2 Messianics over the weekend, and then I got 2 more Messianics. Oh yeah, this is one thing I want to mention. How do you pronounce this guy's name? Because I always wanted to call it Messianic because it's like, you know, Messiah and then Ionic, so it's like Messianic. But in the anime, he calls it Messianic Lord Blaster. So it's like, how do you pronounce it then? Is it the first one with Messianic, or is it the second one with a Messianic? So I'm not too sure, but I might call it Messianic just because I think it sounds cooler, and it's like the Messiah as well. So not too sure, but yeah, tell me guys what you think about that. But yeah, that's all the Royal Paladin stuff, and of course my friend Martin's Link Joker stuff over here. And yeah, that's the video. So like I said, we do have a time leap video coming out soon on the channel, which will be looking at the old school Majesty Lord Blaster. So I hope you guys look forward to that. And yeah, we'll have a deck profile on blasters sometime next week probably, which looking forward to that one. So yeah, thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And like always guys, take care and have a nice day. Guardian, signing out.